Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mihir Shah once again with another video. In this video, we are going to solve case study question which had appeared in the past university question paper in the year November 2022 under the subject Investment Analysis and Portfolio Management, also known as IAPM. Again, a very important video for all the TYBMS SEM 5 student. So in this video, basically we are going to take up the question that had appeared in November 22 under case study, read it, try to analyze it, what they're asking us to find, and accordingly we will answer it. So let us see what question had appeared and how you need to answer them in the most simplest manner. Okay, it is given that as a portfolio management consultant, you are approached by Mr. Wagh, age 35, with investable fund of 10 lakhs. He wants to know from you the following: what are the investment avenues available to him and which will give him a suitable return with maximum return, and what are the various types of risk. Now whenever such kind of questions are given, always divide the question in parts. So first part, always note down the characteristic of investor. So age is 35, he's a young investor. Investable fund is 10 lakhs, so not a big amount but 10 lakh. Risk appetite moderate to high, can take some risks for better return, and time horizon medium to long term. Objectives will be to earn maximum possible returns, capital appreciation in the long run, liquidity, easy to convert, and tax benefit wherever possible. So the amount of investment avenue which we can decide for him, I have noted down. You can again mix match it, increase the value wherever possible, decrease 5 to 6, 5, 4, 5, depending upon your suggestion. So equity share, since he is young, ready to take a bit of risk, equity share will be the major part. So 30%, that is 3 lakhs rupees, will go in equity share. What is the equity share? They are investment in fundamentally strong companies listed on NSE or BSE, high return potential through capital appreciation and dividend. Next is mutual funds. Again, we'll put approximately the same value, 3 lakhs, that is 30%. Okay, so through diversified investment via professional fund management, can choose growth oriented equity or hybrid scheme for balanced return. Then you put 15%, 1.5 lakhs in bonds and debenture. They will offer fixed interest income and relative safety as compared to equity shares. FD 1 lakh, 10%, provides assured interest rate. Then PPF 50,000 will keep it, long term basis pay it is, so we'll keep 50,000 aside, and accordingly we can put, you can get 80 CCA deduction also on that. And lastly, we'll put 10%, 1 lakh in gold ETFs. Okay, since future he still has a lot of time, long term perspective mein it is very fruitful. Okay, so these are the first 3 steps, you can note it down. Okay, so we'll go to the next part now. So now whatever investment avenues we have shown, we'll just give 2 points of merits and demerits. So equity share, merit is high return, liquidity, ownership benefit. Demerits is high market volatility and risk of capital. Mutual fund ka merit, diversification, professional management, good liquidity. Demerits will be market dependent, fund management fees, etc. Bond, regular interest income, safety, easy transferability. Demerit, low capital appreciation. For FD, it is safe, fixed returns, highly liquid, but low returns also when you compare with some other, and interest is taxable. PPF is safe, tax saving, long term wealth creation, but it has a lock in period of 15 years, low liquidity. And gold ETFs and SGB may hedge against inflation and diversification, but market price will be fluctuating and no regular income. Okay, so these are the various avenues that we had selected, the merits and demerits of each. Okay, and lastly the conclusion. So conclusion will give him the table: equity share, mutual fund, bond, fixed deposit, PPF, ETF, and then see, Mr. Wag should follow a diversified portfolio approach, combining growth oriented and stable return. Okay, and this balance will help him to achieve maximum return with controllable risk. Okay, a manageable risk. Okay, you all can go through it once. So this is like the conclusion. Okay, and so that was the first time. And then second question, what are the types of risk they had asked? So types of risk can be classified into two main types. We have systematic risk. Okay, these are external risk affecting the entire market or economy, cannot be avoided, only managed. Types में we have market risk caused by overall ups and downs in stock market. Interest rate risk में we have when interest rate changes, bond value will fluctuate. And inflation risk में purchasing power decreases when inflation rises. So these are all your systematic risks. Under unsystematic में we have company or industry specific risk that can be reduced through diversification. Types में we have business risk, uncertainty due to poor management or operational inefficiencies. Financial risk will be due to excessive borrowing or inability to meet the financial obligation. And default risk when the borrower fails to repay interest or principal. So these are the two, that's just a theoretical question that they had asked, what are types of risk? So two main types and we have subtypes. So you can go through it once. Okay, so chalo, I hope everyone have understood this case. Chalo, with that we will be ending this video here. Thank you.